A favorite daytime parade is coming back to Magic Kingdom. There will be multiple ride closures in Disneyland soon. The character dining photo policy has been updated, and mobile checkout has arrived at one of Disney World's most popular stores. All the latest Disney Parks news is coming at you right now. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. We found more holiday snacks all through Disney World, hotel deals and discounts for Disney World and Disneyland, and more. Let's jump into the latest news. All right, let's talk Disney leadership. Bob Iger's replacement has been announced. When Bob Iger stepped down as CEO and was replaced by Bob Chapek in early 2020, some changes were made to the company as roles shifted. Since then, Iger's been chairman of the board for the Walt Disney Company, but now that's changing. CNBC reports that Susan Arnold is now replacing Bob Iger as executive chairman at the Walt Disney Company. Iger had already planned to leave the company in December 2021 after his time in the chairman position, and Arnold has been on the Walt Disney Company board for 14 years. She served as the independent lead director since 2018. Iger's contract was set to expire this year, allowing him the perfect timing to step away. Throughout his career as CEO, he oversaw some of the company's largest acquisitions, as well as some major changes in the theme parks. He was also CEO when the company launched its streaming service, Disney+. All right, tram time. We've been on the lookout for any news about the parking trams in Disney World and have seen some updates in the past potentially suggesting their return. But today, we got a huge update. Disney shared a post on Twitter this week indicating that parking trams will be coming back to Magic Kingdom later this month and will be returning to other Disney World theme parks throughout 2022, which we don't know what that means. Just by the end of next year, you'll have trams in all the parks. Parking lot trams are also set to return to Disneyland in 2022, so yay for no longer having to walk to your car after a long day in the parks. We've been waiting for this one. Next, let's talk about a character dining photo policy update. When the parks reopened in 2020 after the shutdown, there were no character meet and greets, but now they're back. But you can't stand directly next to the character still or give them a hug. You have to keep a little bit of distance. But this week we saw that a character meal was actually letting people take closer pictures with characters again. While at Tusker House and Animal Kingdom, we noticed you can take pictures near the characters. And before, the restaurant was super strict about you staying seated and only meeting the characters from a distance. There was even an overhead announcement about the rules, but that's gone now as well. This time, the attendant was calling each table up one at a time to take pictures. You can get up from your table and stand about 6 feet away like you do with the other current meet and greets, and then the attendant can take your picture. The attendant actually offered to take our picture with our own phone. Previously, cast members were not able to use your device to take pictures, but that changed a while back. We also learned that Hollywood and Vine in Hollywood Studios is allowing guests to stand for photos with characters if they remain 6 feet away. Same thing we saw at Tusker. So we'll be on the lookout for the change at other spots around Disney World. Stay tuned to DFB. Now, I'm sure you've been inundated with news about the Omicron variant by now, but if you've got a trip to Disney World coming up soon, we want to keep you in the know about everything that could affect your trip. According to the CDC, Orange County in the state of Florida now falls into the substantial category when it comes to overall COVID transmission. Orange County is reporting a positivity rate of 4.03%, which is an increase of 1.19% over the last 7 days. At this level of transmission, the CDC recommends that all individuals should wear face coverings in public indoor spaces, and this aligns with Disney World's current face mask policies. When to catch Magic Kingdom's Christmas parade during the day. We haven't seen a daytime parade at Disney World since the parks closed in 2020. Sure, we've had cavalcades, but full-blown parades during the day? No. But soon, all Disney World guests visiting Magic Kingdom will get to see a real parade. According to the Disney World calendar, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade will return for all Magic Kingdom guests at 12 p.m. and 3:45 p.m. on December 22nd through the 29th, and at 12 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. on December 30th and 31st. Disney's already confirmed that the Festival of Fantasy Parade is also returning to Magic Kingdom in 2022, but this is the first news we've seen of the Christmas parade happening outside of the after-hours party this year. So if you'll be spending some time during the holidays at Disney World, be sure to double-check the times for the parade, either on the Disney World website, through the My Disney Experience app, or in a times guide if you find one. And according to Disney World's calendar, Magic Kingdom is scheduled to close at 4:30 p.m. on January 25th, 2022. We've known about that for for a while, but now Disney has added another short Magic Kingdom day to the calendar. On February 8th, 2022, Magic Kingdom will also close at 4:30 p.m. If you don't have a park hopper ticket and that's the only park you decide to visit on that day, you will be getting a lot less time in the park. On the day before, February 7th, and the day after, February 9th, Magic Kingdom will stay open until 8 p.m. That's 3.5 hours more than on the 8th. So if you're planning to visit Disney World during this time and you don't have park hopper tickets, consider avoiding Magic Kingdom on the 25th of January and the 8th of February. Instead, you could spend that day at another park that will be open regular hours and visit Magic Kingdom on one of the surrounding days where it will be open later. Okay, this one's kind of funny and kind of interesting. Besides bringing joy to all the guests who visit the Disney theme parks, the Disney company also donates frequently to local charities in Florida and sponsors events to raise money and awareness for all kinds of causes. Because of their support of the community, Orange County is declaring a new holiday in Disney World's honor. Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer and Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings have declared December 3rd as Walt Disney World Day. Jeff Valley, the Walt Disney World president, even attended the ceremony to receive the official proclamation. Orange County wanted to recognize Disney World for all their efforts in the local community. In honor of the 50th anniversary, Disney World recently donated $3 million to a variety of nonprofits in the Central Florida area, including Give Kids the World Village, the Boys and Girls Club of Central Florida, Elevate Orlando, and others. In addition, after the proclamation ceremony yesterday, volunteers from Disney World took part in a community service project at the Second Harvest Food Bank. So Disney World officially has its own holiday, everybody. And while that is kind of funny, it's also super cool the reason why. Now we've got some hotel deals to talk about. Yep, a Disney trip can be very expensive, especially during the holidays, but never fear. That's why we round up all the Disney discounts you need to know about before your holiday trip. So without further ado, let's dive into the Disney World and Disneyland deals for December. First up is a deal for the annual pass holders out there. You can get up to 25% off on select hotel rooms for most nights from December 12th to December 24th in Disney World. Also, Florida residents can get up to 20% off select hotel rooms for most nights between December 12th and 24th. Finally, Disney Visa card holders can get up to 20% off select hotel rooms for stays in Disney World Resort hotels. Until December 9th, select Disneyland Resort hotel rooms are up to 25% off. This includes rooms at the Disneyland Hotel, Grand Californian, and Paradise Pier hotels. There isn't much time left for this deal, so jump on that computer right away. Plus, Magic Key holders, which are of course Disneyland annual pass holders, can get up to 25% off select Disneyland Resort hotel rooms for trips between October 12th and September 17th. So getting close to the end of that one too. Be sure to grab those soon. These hotels do get packed during the holidays. If you want to see the full list of resort discounts, head to our website at disneyfoodblog.com. All right, we've got some awesome news from over in Disneyland. Disney has shared the dates for the 2022 Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. We are pumped. This year, the festival will begin on March 4th and run through April 26th. Now, that's the Disneyland Food and Wine Festival, not the Disney World Food and Wine Festival. We don't have dates for Epcot's yet. But this is going to be over a month of food and wine, seminars, entertainment, and more at the festival. So break out your walking shoes and your stretchy pants if you're going to be in Disney California Adventure around that time. Disney teased that this year we can expect a dozen festival marketplaces, those little booths, plus the return of the Sip and Savor Pass, plus signature events like the Carthay Circle winemaker receptions and wine, beer, and mixology education and tasting seminars will return. So fingers crossed that they come back to the Disney World Food and Wine Festival too. I'm just going to put that out in the universe. And Disney's also announced the Lunar New Year Festival taking place in California Adventure from January 21st through February 13th, 2022. If you're not familiar with this one, the Lunar New Year celebration at California Adventure honors the traditions of Chinese, Korean, and Vietnamese cultures. And during this festival, guests can enjoy special performances and activities, snacks, decorations, merchandise, and more. In 2022, the Lunar New Year Festival will celebrate the Year of the Tiger, and as you might expect, a very special Disney character will be joining in on the fun, Tigger. Tigger's going to join Mulan, Mushu, Mickey, Minnie, the Three Little Pigs, and more in celebrating the festival with some themed costumes. Guests will also get the chance to see Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon for the first time at Disneyland Resort. Disney says you'll find Raya in a setting inspired by her native Kumandra, recreated in the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. That sounds awesome. I super want to see that. Head to our website at disneyfoodblog.com to see all the fun activities and entertainment you can look forward to at this year's Lunar New Year Festival. And if you're planning to be at Disneyland Resort in January of 2022, there are some new ride closures you need to know about. Splash Mountain and Haunted Mansion will both be closed for refurbishment starting January 10th in Disneyland Park. Disney has not said what's happening to the two attractions during refurbishment. For both, it's probably nothing too big. For Haunted Mansion, the closure is probably just to take down the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay that's on the ride right now for the holidays, as the holiday season officially ends in Disneyland on January 9th. Now let's head to Cruise Line. The Disney Wish is the latest addition to the Disney Cruise Line fleet and is set to make its maiden voyage in summer 2022. In their latest status update, Disney shared that all the blocks of the Disney Wish have been brought together in the last few months at the Meyer Werft shipyard in Germany, and the stern filigree has also been completed. Disney shared that this is a preview of what's to come for the bow filigree. Disney said that the ship's exterior is nearly complete from a construction point of view. We're very excited to see the Disney Wish when it sets sail in summer of 2022. If you want an in-person preview of the ship, stop by Walt Disney Presents in Disney's Hollywood Studios. There's a big display inside that talks about all the things coming to the ship. All right, we got lots to talk about in restaurant and snack news this week. Storybook Dining at Artist Point will reopen on December 16th at Disney's Wilderness Lodge. This restaurant's been closed since Disney World shut down in March of 2020. And this one is inspired by Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and guests will be able to see Snow White, Dopey, Grumpy, and the Evil Queen walk around the enchanted forest while guests enjoy their dinner. The meal will be prefixed with a choice of individually plated entrees and shared starters and desserts, the same way it was before, but the menu's going to be a little bit different. You can try out cocktails like the Enchanted Apple and entrees like the Royal Prime Rib Roast, which is really, really good, or the Vegetarian Stroll Through Nature, also really, really good. And the Poison Apple dessert with a dark chocolate apple mousse will also be returning. When it comes to the prefix menu, guests will be able to choose from shared appetizers, one entree, and shared desserts. Disney's not yet updated the pricing for this menu, but we'll be watching closely for that update. Reservations could be made for the dining experience starting on December 2nd, so get to booking if you want to be dining with these classic Disney characters come December 16th. And Boatwright's Dining Hall is reopening on December 14th at Disney's Port Orleans Resort Riverside. The hotel recently reopened after being shut down since March of 2020, but the restaurant didn't reopen with it, but soon it's going to come back. Boatwright serves up Southern specialties like the all-you-care-to-enjoy chef's platter featuring ribs, Nashville hot chicken, smoked sausage, and barbecued beef brisket with mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, street corn, and green beans. There are also options like General Fulton's Prime Rib or Deep South Shrimp and Grits, as well as the signature Boatwright's Jambalaya and the plant-based Boatwright's Harvest Jambalaya. For dessert, you can dig into things like the Mississippi Mud Creme Brulee, which is a chocolate brulee with a chocolate shortbread cookie. The updated menu for Boatwright's features a few price increases, the removal of select items, and the addition of others. If you want to see what's been removed, added, and other changes, head to DisneyFoodblog.com. Reservations opened for dinner at Boatwright's on December 2nd. For Flamingos officially opened this week, and we got to go check it out. The restaurant is run by celebrity chef Richard Blais, who is the first winner of Bravo's Top Chef All-Stars and recently announced co-star of the new Gordon Ramsay Fox cooking competition, Next Level Chef. It's located at the Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress, which isn't too far from the Disney World property, and yes, there are flamingos everywhere. Chef Blais had mentioned that they wanted to go for a vintage Florida vibe throughout the restaurant, whether that was through the decorations or the glassware. The menu is inspired by Florida-based ingredients like stone crab, citrus, and mahi-mahi. Everything we tried had a great light, bright flavor profile that totally fits with a Florida vibe. Dishes available from their Sunday brunch menu include tuna tostone, as well as their shrimp toast. The shrimp toast was our personal favorite among all the dishes we tried. For dinner, guests can dine on a large serving of steak along with a side of collard greens to balance things out. And Chef Blais himself was there to greet guests. Overall, this is a great spot in the Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress, filled with nice touches and delicious-looking menus for both brunch and dinner. And this year, the iconic Edison at Disney Springs is throwing a New Year's party to ring in 2022, as they usually do. The Edison's hosting another iconic night out. This party is stacked with entertainment, food, and drinks. The night will feature live entertainment, including the Pearls Burlesque Trio, the Sound Society radio show, stilt walkers, aerialists, a DJ, and more. The food options will range from buffalo chicken sliders to chocolate cake, and the night will end with a celebratory champagne toast at midnight. The party starts at 8 p.m. on December 31st. Tickets are available on the Edison's website, and you're going to want to act fast. General admission tickets are $25, and if you're looking for an extra lavish way to welcome 2022, there is $150 $5 reserved seating option. If you've always dreamed of going to an Edison party but never have, this might be the one for you. Okay, huge news over there in Epcot. One of the newest restaurants in Disney World is Space 220. And if you were hoping to dine 220 miles above the Earth, you need to know about this recent change. Space 220 serves both lunch and dinner, or you can head to the lounge to try some tasty bites and order off the lengthy drinks menu. When the restaurant first opened, you needed reservations for lunch and dinner, which is still the case, but you did not need to reserve your spot at the lounge. We've talked about it a lot here on the channel. Instead, guests could just walk up and wait for a spot at the lounge without any advance reservation. But that's starting to change. The Space 220 Lounge on the Disney World website now has a spot for making reservations. So if you're heading to Epcot soon and want to eat at the lounge, you can make reservations for lunch or dinner time at the lounge. We stopped by Space 220 to ask a cast member about the change. They told us that indeed, going forward, the Space 220 Lounge will require reservations. There will still be a standby line for the bar, but minors will not be permitted. So if there are people under 21 in your group, you'll need reservations for Space 220 no matter where you eat, the lounge or the dining room. But if you can't get reservations for the day you'll be there, you can still walk up or sit at the bar without reserving your spot ahead of time. You can reserve your spot on the Disney World website or use the My Disney Experience app, same way you do with all the restaurants. And we've always been fans of Gideon's Bakehouse in Disney Springs. We are very excited for their December treats. First is the Kris Kringle cookie, which might look a little familiar. It's the same as last year's Santa's White Christmas cookie. It is a white chocolate coffee bean cookie, and it's very decadent. The main flavor that comes through here is the white chocolate, but you can taste the coffee with each bite just underneath it. We thought this cookie could have used a little more depth of flavor, but overall it's still delicious, very sweet. There's also a nice crunch to it thanks to the sugar crystals on top. It's available now for $6. Also coming in here in December is the Cookie Von Krampus, which is a dark chocolate and Andes mint cookie. Our reporter's not a huge mint fan, but this cookie won us over and surprised us. It's a super moist one, and the mint on the outside is a good contrast to the flavors on the inside. This one has pistachios in it as well as sea salt, and those two flavors really make the dark chocolate flavor come through. If we had any complaints about this one, we wish we could taste the pistachios just a bit more, but overall, this is a hit too. The cookie is also $6. And of course, we had to try the Krampus Cold Brew for $6. This all-new coffee contains Gideon's Nitro Cold Brew, combined with a strong, velvety chocolate mint flavor. The flavors are well balanced. The coffee's smooth, especially with the chocolate flavor that comes through, but the mint is the finish when you take a sip, melding all the flavors very well. Cold brew is always a good option for those who don't like bitter coffee flavors, but who still want to get caffeinated. All in all, we don't have any kind of criticism about this one. Gideon's has officially announced its cake flavor of the month. It's the Kris Kringle cake, which is a lot like the Kris Kringle cookie. This 3-layer cake is made with vanilla cake with specks of coffee bean, flavored with marshmallow buttercream frosting, infused with coconut and vanilla, and there's salted caramel frosting between each layer. Cake slices of the Kris Kringle cake will be available throughout the month of December. And while you're there eating some delicious cake, you can also pick up a super unique Kris Kringle t-shirt. Also, we were asked if we've been naughty or nice this year, and of course we've been nice, and now we have a card to prove it. So if you're craving some delicious holiday cookies and coffee, head on over to Gideon's Bakehouse now through the end of the year before they're gone. Be prepared for a bit of a wait and a potential virtual queue. Of course, it's Gideon's, and the line can be hours long for these cookies, especially on the weekends. So if you want to get into Gideon's, get there real early or book yourself a full day in Disney Springs to wait in that virtual queue. The Epcot International Festival of the Holidays is in full swing. I hope you saw our Best of the Fest video, and we've been bringing you along as we explore all the new and returning eats and drinks, plus the entertainment and more. And we're headed to the France Pavilion to check out what they're baking up in Les Halles Boulangerie Patisserie for the holidays. For the past few years, this quick service spot has been serving up a well-known holiday favorite, the Bûche de Noël, and this year it's back again, but Disney's changed it up once again, reverted it to the flavors you might recognize from all the way back in 2018. This year's Bûche de Noël is a lot less chocolatey than it was last year, and instead it's a Christmas log with dark chocolate mousse, mint cream, peppermint candies, and a chocolate biscuit. Like we said, it's been a long time since we've seen some of these flavors in the treat, and this year it has received a full-on makeover and now features a red log with white frosting and candies. The main flavors in this one are that peppermint, and the chocolate is really only a lighter taste that adds a little bit of depth. And while we really enjoyed photographing this one, the peppermint flavor wasn't super strong, so just be aware of that. If you're a huge peppermint fan, this isn't going to sort of smack you in the face with that peppermint. Now, most people aren't, so this might be perfect for you. You can find it back at the bakery this holiday season for $8.75, so be sure to stop by and pick it up while it's still there. And we found another fun snack in the France Pavilion. This one is at L'Artisan des Glaces, and the seasonal holiday macaron has returned. It's an interesting mix of almond-flavored macaron with mint ice cream sandwiched in between. The macaron is red and green for the holidays, and it is beautiful as always. You can get this one for $7. And L'Artisan also has their seasonal gingerbread ice cream. We got a single scoop in a cone for $5.25. You can also get a single or double scoop in a cup. This ice cream is gingerbread flavored, and we love that it even had small gingerbread pieces in the ice cream. Now, while some festivals offer multiple options at Joffrey's coffee carts around the park, this year's Festival of the Holidays is only serving up one special drink, and you can find it at every Joffrey stand in Epcot. Say hello to the Carolers Cold Brew. This one is $6.39 and made from Joffrey's French roast cold brew with brown butter toffee, Swiss chocolate syrup, and sweet cream, topped with whipped cream and Twix bar pieces. It's a lot of sugar and a lot of caffeine, and we're pretty much here for it. We thought this drink was actually super tasty. We were a little worried it'd be overwhelmingly sweet, but after we'd had just a few sips, it was pretty well balanced. The coffee part of it tastes like a delicious cold brew with just a hint of toffee flavoring. Overall, we have to name this one of the best Joffrey's drinks we've had for a festival in Epcot. Head to a Joffrey's cart in Epcot to try it out during the festival. And over at the Tea Caddy shop in the UK Pavilion, you can normally find an assortment of holiday teas for purchase around this time of year. But for the Festival of the Holidays, there's a little more. Here, you can get the returning Twinings Iced Christmas Toddy, which is a perfect drink to sip during the holidays in Florida. There's a non-alcoholic version of the drink that is made with Twinings Christmas tea and honey for $3.99, or you can opt for the boozier version, also known as a hot toddy, that comes with Drambuie whiskey for $9.49. Now, this drink isn't winning any creativity points. It's pretty straightforward, but we always really enjoy picking this up on our way around World Showcase in the wintry 60-degree weather. And if you're a whiskey lover, then you'd likely enjoy this drink too. You'll find this small kiosk tucked away inside the tea caddy, and it functions a little bit differently than the other holiday kitchens. First, you want to stop up at the register and pay for the drink. Then you'll take your receipt to the tea station and pick it up. So be sure to stop inside on your next visit to the festival. Now, of course, we need to talk eggnog. Every month, the Coca-Cola rooftop beverage bar in Disney Springs has a featured drink of the month. And of course, they're going to jump in on all the holiday hype we've been seeing around Disney World. This holiday concoction is the new Coca-Cola Eggnog and has Coke, eggnog, Hennessy, and cinnamon. This drink was $15 and is available at the Coca-Cola Store Orlando Rooftop Beverage Bar in Disney Springs. This drink was a nice twist on an ordinary spiked eggnog, and if you're not a huge fan of Hennessy, the eggnog and Coke combination masks it pretty well. If you're not huge into carbonation, you might want to skip this one as it sometimes threw off the flavors of the drink. There were also moments when the combination of flavors didn't mix the best, but overall, the drink was pretty good. Definitely try this if you're a holiday cocktail connoisseur, a soda fan, or if you need a kick of honey in your Disney Springs day. And staying on the holiday subject of eggnog, we were at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort to see what holiday treats they had. And at Centertown Market Grab and Go, we found the Christmas Brownie Bites and the Eggnog Cupcake. Now, this isn't the first eggnog cupcake we've seen in Disney World, but it might be the most festive. This one is a vanilla cupcake made with eggnog mousse and spice whipped cream. You can try it for $5.99. On top of the eggnog cupcake is a white chocolate swirl, edible glitter, holiday sprinkles, and crispy pearls. There's also a bit of a drizzle of green decorating gel. Eggnog fans will be happy to know you can actually taste the eggnog in the cupcake. The icing was a delicious spiced cinnamon whipped cream, and it blends really, really well with that mousse. For $5.99, you get a pretty decent sized cupcake, and there's a good balance of cake, filling, and icing. Eggnog and cinnamon fans are going to like this one, but fair warning, if you have a major sweet tooth and you like your treats super sweet, this isn't it. Don't get us wrong, it's delicious. It's just not on the super sweet side of the spectrum. Also, it is a Caribbean Beach Resort, which is a tough one to say make the trek all the way over there. So if you're staying there and you love eggnog, maybe this is an option for you. Heading over to Disneyland, we're going to talk candy canes. This is one of the most beloved parts of the holidays at Disneyland Resort. It's the famous handmade candy canes. These 18-inch peppermint treats have been around for over 50 years, and this year that tradition continues. Since these classic treats are so popular, there are a few things you need to know in order to get yours. So here's where and when you can get Disneyland's famous candy canes. Head to the Candy Palace and Candy Kitchen in Disneyland Park, and you'll be able to get candy canes on December 7th, 9th, 15th, 21st, and 23rd. In order to get one, you'll have to join a mobile wait list, which you can join at the Candy Palace, and wait for your chance to get one. Candy canes will be limited to one per guest. At Trolley Treats in Disney California Adventure, you'll be able to get candy canes on December 8th, 14th, 16th, and 22nd via mobile wait list, which you can join right at Trolley Treats. Candy canes will also be limited to one per guest at this location. And we've got some Salt and Straw and the Rock updates next. Salt and Straw, located in downtown Disney at Disneyland Resort and coming soon to Disney World, is an ice cream shop known for creative flavors. Now, Salt and Straw's online shop is now home to 5 holiday flavors made by the one and only Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, affectionately known as Dwanta Claus during the holidays, including a PB&J coconut banana pancakes flavor and Naughty Nutty Tipsy Toasty Terramana pecan pie. Plus, 3 of the flavors are returning from last year, like Terramana Spiked Eggnog, Chocolate Gooey Brownie, and Double Fold Vanilla. Of course, Terramana is The Rock's tequila brand. Now, The Rock acquired an ownership stake in Salt and Straw in 2019, and the collection this year is actually inspired by his own cheat meals. The PB&J Coconut Banana Pancakes flavor features golden bites of fluffy coconut pancakes with homemade Reese's that are smothered with Marionberry jam and then dusted with flakes of candied coconut. Plus, you'll also find heaps of crunchy streusel crumble throughout the spiced banana ice cream. And the Naughty Nutty Tipsy Toasty Terramana pecan pie is made with pieces of gooey pecan pie filling that are tucked into spiced ice cream, and it's spiked with his very own Terramana tequila. Now, the Dwanta Claus pack is $65 for all 5 pints, but if you prefer to do your ice cream shopping in person, you can head to downtown Disney's Salt and Straw location in Disneyland Resort to try the Terramana Spiked Eggnog flavor and the other available flavors. Now, we've got a favorite frozen treat back in Disney World. The frozen banana has been spotted once again in Magic Kingdom. We first found the frozen chocolate-covered banana with peanuts over at Storybook Circus popcorn cart for $5.75. We spoke with a cast member who let us know that a few snack carts in Magic Kingdom have the treat, but they might not have a sign for them yet. So be sure to ask if the cart you're at has them, even if they're not featured on the display. What we loved about this treat? Everything. The sweetness of the banana, the bitterness of the chocolate, the crunch of the peanuts, all mixed together well and make this a dynamic treat. By the way, that chocolate is dark chocolate. You also get a pretty decent bang for your buck, and overall, it's a good option. These particular beloved treats haven't returned to Disney World since the closures in 2020, so we're super excited to see it back. It can get a little bit messy as it starts to melt, so just grab a few napkins, and if you're looking for a snack option that has a bit of fruit flavor combined with sweet, or you just want to try a new snack, then this could be a good one for you. In merchandise news, we've got some great news if you don't want to stand in long checkout lines. Different stores throughout the parks and hotels, Disney's tested mobile merchandise checkout over the past several months. As you know, we've told you that already. With this system, you can use the My Disney Experience app to scan the items you want to purchase in the store. Complete your purchase through your phone and then easily and quickly get the items you want without having to wait in a long checkout line. We've seen the system being tested at the Creations shop in Epcot, but this week it came to another big Disney World store, the Emporium in Magic Kingdom. There were a variety of signs throughout the store indicating that the mobile merchandise checkout system is now available here. If you feel comfortable using your phone to make these purchases, it could be a quick and easy way to get those Disney items and skip the long checkout lines. I've used this system over at Creations Shop, and it was super easy. I loved it. So this system's just in testing, so be sure to check if it's available during your visit or anything has changed. Mobile merchandise checkout is already being used at World of Disney and Disney Springs, that Creation Shop in Epcot, and now Emporium. Soon you can also expect to see mobile merchandise checkout at Mickey's of Hollywood and Hollywood Studios and Island Mercantile in Disney's Animal Kingdom. We've enjoyed the first weekend of Epcot's Festival of the Holidays, some holiday entertainment, seen some cool holiday merchandise, and more. We decided to check up on the iconic Disney World balloons, though. Over in Magic Kingdom, we've got some good news. The holiday balloons have returned. These are the same holiday balloons we saw last year, but we still love the design on them. And these are extra special because they've got holiday Mickey and Minnie designs on one side and a fun design on the back featuring the whole gang decorating their Christmas tree. We found these ones on Main Street USA in Magic Kingdom, and they do usually sell quickly, so if you're looking for one during your next Disney World visit, look for them as soon as you get to the parks. And Wine Bar George is a popular Disney Springs restaurant operated by California Grill master sommelier George Miliates. It's a favorite of Disney fans and DFB, and for good reason. But right now, you can get a complimentary mulled wine or frozen drink like those delicious Froscatos with your purchase of the restaurant's new holiday corksicle, which is inspired by a classic holiday sweater. We love seeing the corksicles that are available at this spot, and we love this new design. And that's all we've got for you this week. Be sure to sign up for our newsletter to get all the latest news right in your inbox as soon as it's announced. The link to sign up for that free newsletter is right in the description. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Vlog, and we'll see you real soon.